Hey, how's it going? I have to say, over the past, 2 years, I have been pretty hard on Prince William. But however, he has surprised me. I think, well, before I didn't think he would be a good king. Due to what's coming out now, the royal family, they communicate through the tabloids. That's how they communicate to us through their the people that work through them and give little tidbits here and tidbits here. And based on that and their speeches and their public not meetings but their public outings and events that they go to. So this right here, what's going on right now, I have to say, he really surprised me. He did. Oh, I like that instrumental. Okay, BGD here, Big Girl Diary. Now, the royal family has been rocked. I mean, seriously rocked. Now, Queen Elizabeth, she did not, in my opinion, and if you look at some of the things that were done, she cleaned up a lot of the messes that her children made. And and the biggest one, no, it was bigger than that back then, back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Oh, man, but she covered that up. But however, that's coming back to bite, and it's biting King Charles. Now, King Charles, he's no, he's not doing what he needs to do. But however, I find it quite interesting, the one that is standing up, right? And doing, or shall I say, making the hard choices is Prince William. He is most definitely making those hard choices. And now that he has more power to do the things that he needs to do, like straighten out Queen Consort Camilla and thank you, and her family, getting them straightened out. Say no, excuse me. The son, no, you can't come here. No, you cannot come to the royal anything. You're not. But King Charles was like, oh goodness, let me get rid of Diana and let me get with her, and that's exactly what he did. So making those choices was too difficult for him to do, and I get why Queen Elizabeth never let go of her power, never did. Who knows where the kingdom would be if she left it in the hands of her son. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying he made so many mistakes. And I gotta say, Prince Louis got it right. Stop! I get it. Now, I could go back to Jimmy Savile and Prince Charles and Prince Philip, and I mean, I already talked about that. I guess maybe in some aspect, I'm gonna go deeper into it because the YT. I really can't say too much because they I'm gonna leave it right there, right? But however, right now, Prince William is focusing on the House of York. And and I'm like, it's about time, right? Like, it is really, really about time. All right. All right. Yes. Sorry, eating a piece of orange. And it is about time. It really is. So let's go back. Let's go back and let's talk about this guy right here. We can't get away from this guy. Oh my goodness. He is so entrenched into the royal family. And the only way he was able to get there, the only way was through Prince Andrew. It's sad, but that's the only way. And Prince Andrew did a whole lot passing secrets to him. You just saw you just saw that. So he had his fingers in a little bit of everything. And his brother, instead of King Charles said, look, no. You are a liability. Instead of just saying, yo, Chuck, or I'm sorry, Prince Andrew, or Andrew formerly known as Prince Andrew, you are a liability. You're going to bring lawsuits to the kingdom. We're going to have to pay lawsuits due to your behavior. And sadly to say, it wasn't only just Prince Andrew, but it was also Duchess Fergie. Her, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, if looking through the Epstein files, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That Prince Andrew has been mentioned, Princess or Duchess or Sarah Ferguson has been mentioned in emails. I mean, it got to the point, it got so crazy that they tried so hard to marry off Princess Eugenia. I'm sorry, Princess Beatrice. She just recently got married in 2020. So she'd been married for 6 years, but they've been trying to marry her off before that. And who they tried to marry her off to, I couldn't believe that it was him, Peter Mendelssohn. I mean, oh my, oh my goodness. And Peter Mendelssohn is connected to EpiPen, right? And it's wild. Oh man, Sarah Ferguson. Oh my goodness. I mean, Sarah Ferguson was at the point that she was basically desperate for cash. She spent more money than she brought in, and she trying to keep up with a lifestyle. Now, thank goodness that her daughters have their own businesses. Thank goodness that they're able to take care of themselves with their husbands. So that's great. But what she and her husband Andrew tried to do, like, look, we got to marry her off. That right there is not protocol. They're supposed to be married at this age and get them out the house. All this, that, and the other. Well, I'm glad that Duchess, Princess Beatrice, she took her time and she married Eduardo, and 2 children and happy. So she doesn't have to worry about marrying a guy that's her father's age. Oh my goodness, that right there is nuts. But you know, that's what they were doing. So now Princess Beatrice, she is also in it up to her neck too. Princess Eugenia had enough sense. She's like, I'm staying away from this crazy stuff. My family's doing crazy stuff. I'm not getting in it. Whatever they do is on them. And she and her husband got on a plane and they moved to Portugal. Lisbon, Portugal, the capital. And that makes complete sense. Let me just get away from all this wildness. And that's exactly what she did. She took her and her husband, the children, and left because what's coming down, it has to. It has to. They cannot do what they did and expect Prince William not to do anything. He has to do something. He is making those tough choices, and right now he has stripped his uncle. Duchess Fergie is no longer a duchess. She lost her Royal Highness status a while ago, and now her husband, they can no longer live in a lodge. The fact that what really gets me is that King Charles took away Frogmore Manor. Now, I did this video before about Prince Harry supposedly inheriting Frogmore Manor. However, people are saying, oh no, that's not what happened. It would really, she did. She gave that to Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan and their family. That's where they were living, but that's not what King Charles did. He said, well, I don't care what mommy said. Mommy, no. My son out, right? And that's exactly what he did. So he gives Frogmore Manor, which whenever I think of a manor or a cottage, I think of like maybe 2 rooms, maybe 1 room and, you know, the cottage, a fireplace, a front door, windows, and maybe a 2nd floor, or the room is on a bottom floor. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of 19 rooms. That is not... That's not a cottage. That's not a manor. That is huge. Okay? That's what, for me. However, it is what it is. But King Charles gave that to his brother and left Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan and the children dangling in the wind. Unfortunately, that's what it was. So, King Charles is not making sound decisions because of whom he married. Not Princess Diana, but no, Queen Consort Camilla. Well, okay, but he's starting to wake up. I think she put a spell on him, a 30-year spell, and that spell is wearing off, and she wasn't able to get as much as she could get, right? Anyway, so now it's up to Prince William to clean up the mess, straighten out family members, remove people from the royal titles, and maybe add people to those royal titles. And you're gonna have to make tough decisions. And I think, and I'm gonna say it again, I know I was hard on Prince William. I know I was. But him taking more power and responsibility, I think he'll do okay. He's making the tough choices. And I gotta give it to him. All right. Look, please like and subscribe. Please do so, like and subscribe. And on that note, I want to thank you for stopping by.